obviously did the shopping trips because I was outnumbered. As I say, Charlie being at work, it was me, the missus and the daughter, and so shopping we did, which wasn't too bad. Went a few different sites and obviously had a wander around Sydney. You want a cake? Got some t-shirts. I do like a t-shirt, and being that I've swollen, must be the heat that's swollen me. I'm not saying the cold's going to shrink me, not as quick as I've swollen, because we did seem to wine and dine quite nicely. Fucking dickhead, fucking cyclists. Yeah, we did seem to wine and dine. Most evenings, although Charlie did cook a mean barbecue. Fine shish kebabs going on, and some fine, oh, the lamb chops. God, he did them to an absolute treat. Absolute treat. Gorgeous quality stuff. And he is a bit of a meat connoisseur, so he does go for his, even when it comes down to things like sausages and that, he's very choosy about where he buys them and the quality of them. So that was brilliant. Barbie and a few beers, getting tanked up in the garden, which you've got to do. It's one of the rules. One of the rules of being on a holiday is getting pissed, and we did. Oh, talking of rules, I've got to stand up, and I'm on an adventure bike, so you've got to stand up on an adventure bike. So there we are, standing up. Is that a shit you're going to pick up? No. Standing up for all to see. Look at me on an adventure bike. Now sitting down because I look a prat. I look a prat sitting down though. That's the trouble. So I'm just giving the bike a run out. I'm not going anywhere in particular. I never do go anywhere particular. Yeah, in Sydney, a vast sprawling metropolis, which, I don't know, in certain places, me and the missus like, well, because we're going to New York in February, that'll be our first trip there, it had those sort of views, or vistas. Is it vistas? Is that a good word to use at this point? Vistas. Had some good vistas. Probably not. We'll stick with views. Yeah, with the high-rise buildings and the wide streets and all the rest of it, and the amount of traffic. But you do realise just the fact that everything is so far. Although we stayed within Sydney and its suburbs, everything is so far. But the transport system, I have to big up the transport system. no problems whatsoever. You buy a card similar to the Oyster card system in London and probably other towns, and you bleep yourself in for the start of your journey and you bleep yourself out, and it tells you how much that's cost and how much is remaining on your card. And the trains are gorgeously clean, lovely air conditioned, which there was quite a few days definitely needed that. And they're double deckers, which I've never been on before. They almost definitely exist in other parts of the world, but yeah, it's a bit of an eye opener how public transport can be run so efficiently. And there's many trains running and it's all just simplistic, and because it all works and everything, I think a lot more people are attracted to using it. And if we had some sort of system, yeah, no use looking at your watch unless it's a compass just to find out that he's on the wrong side of the road. I don't know, them crazy cyclists. Yeah, one of the stations, I think it was Central, I could be wrong, and there's almost definitely someone out there that put me right, but we seem to get off a train and go downstairs to get another train, so that's definitely two railway lines on top of each other, and I'm sure there was one upstairs as well, which would be crazy, wouldn't it? 3-tier system. But definitely 100% definite there was a 2-tier system, but I'm sure we got off and it was like, because it was all a bit of a whirlwind, it was like, get off of this train, go down here, and need to come out there to be in a certain street in Sydney when we emerge on the street. It was all a bit wow. So yeah, well impressed with the train system. I won't say the buses because I didn't get on a bus. It was either train or hire a car. And speaking of the road system, oh, the lorries. The lorries. It would get me back driving. I did say to the missus, if we did come over and live over there, which I'm almost definite we won't, because it's too bloody hot. It's too bloody hot for fat people, I tell you. I suppose you're acclimatised, but I think the hottest we had it was about 36. and I think next week it's up to 39, which I'd probably appreciate, being it's down to about -1 here. But yeah, it was the trucks. Phenomenal. The Big Macs, and I don't mean burgers, the Big Macs, all chromed up. Oh, absolutely gorgeous, marvellous. And the sounds, yes, how lorries are meant to roar, brilliant, loved it. So yes, if I did go back to Australia, I'd probably be looking at if I needed a job, I'd be looking at driving a truck, just because it's a truck and I'm a child. So that was another excellent thing to see close up. Didn't see any kangaroos. Saw a skeleton of a kangaroo, which Charlie, on his trips to work in the train, or yeah, in the train, I was going to say on the train, but that'd be wrong, and that'd hurt on a low bridge, had noticed this dead kangaroo, and then over the period of a few weeks watched its ultimate demise. Where should we go? Let's pop down the airport. Yeah, I'd watched it picked clean with crows and all the rest of it, and we got to see its final resting place and its bones. So that's the closest we came to seeing a real kangaroo. We were going to do the zoo, but that never came off, which I'm not upset about. I don't believe animals should be in captivity, and that's that, really. That's all that needs saying on the subject, unless you want to comment below, and a lot of it I'll probably ignore, because they shouldn't be in captivity. They're animals. We're the only animals that should be in captivity, and we are real animals, and we need to be caged. Yeah, saw a spider. I don't think it was St George's Cross, but it made a cross of its web, of its legs. But that was quite impressive, and my daughter told me it won't kill you, and that didn't matter, because my missus is absolutely terrified, and I do mean absolutely terrified of spiders. She goes right into a dizzy spell, streaming tears, pulse rate going up through the roof. Yes, she does. Why does my visor keep steaming up? She does suffer. So that was the only wildlife close up, and apparently it didn't kill you, or wouldn't kill you, or couldn't kill you, or some of those, but it did look as though it fucking would. And they all go on about venom, but you ask my missus, the spiders that wear the hobnail boots, they've got machetes and machine guns, and they will kill you one way or the other. If they haven't got the venom, they'll kill you anyway. They'll have a tool for the job.